Hello everyone, welcome back to SAYAM DRAWS Radio. So glad you could join me today. As always, we're just going to be drawing together and chatting and listening to some music, so just sit back, relax, or draw along, and I hope you enjoy the stream. We're going to be continuing our circle from last time. Last time we mixed some colors together to try to get the right gradations for the circle that we're going to paint. Now we've got all that ready, we're going to start with the circle. Excuse me. As always, I've got some music to play for us. Some friends of mine have been very generous in letting me use their music to show on the stream, and so I hope that you look forward towards that. Let me just set up some lines here for the circle. Just get down the basic proportions of it. I'm going to measure with my pen, see if those lines are evenly apart, and they look good to me, so let's draw in the circle, like so. It's very basic, very simple. To erase some of these lines, just to really clear things away for us. And there we have it. We have our basic shape that we're going to work with. And now, let's get in the shadow shape. It looks like it comes out from about the middle of the circle here. It's a pretty long one. It comes out all the way over here, perhaps, just like so. Just coming out all the way like that. At the end is a little bit like so. We're going to draw the core shadow line, which looks a little something like, strangely enough, from what I'm looking in my picture, it's actually a little bit like this. It looks about right. And again, we're just going to kind of make sure that we understand that this line is not a hard line, but it's actually a soft and gradient line, like so. Okay, now we can get started in with the shading. Let's work with our darkest areas first. I'm going to grab some of this here. Mix it in with a bit of black, like so. Grab our soothing watercolor blender, and the color we get as a result is something like so. And that's going to work just fine for us. I'm just going to start to fill that in. I hope everyone's day has been good. My day was very good as well, just doing the daily grind. Nothing too special, but that's fine with me. I'm a very habit-based person, which which means I'm very comfortable with just my daily routine. If I have my daily routine, then I'm happy. I don't really need much else. Things only become a little bit tricky for me when perhaps my schedule changes a bit. Okay, we're going to add a bit of a lighter shade here. And this is going to show us that the bottom area is a bit lighter than what it is at the top part of that circle there. Like so. It's not going to be very different. Just a little bit lighter. Just slightly. And now we're going to take one of our darkest darks. Mix it in with just a tad bit of this gray there. We want a very dark color for this one. This is going to be for the shadow, which we will find right here. It's going to be very dark. The rest of it, interestingly, is a bit lighter in color. So maybe we're going to take some of this here. Going to blend that together. Create a nice dark gray. We're just going to fill in this shadow here. Let's adjust the shape a little bit. Definitely needs to be a bit more rounded, like so. That looks alright. Now we're going to add in our lightest color, which is actually not very light. This ball that we're painting here is actually a very dark color. Not very light, and it actually sticks out very much from the background, from how dark it is. So let's grab a bit of this here. I'm going to mix it in with a bit of this, just a bit. It's going to be light. Let's see what color we get. It's okay. So we're going to fill that in. Like so. That's pretty good. And actually, the bottom part is actually going to be a bit lighter, so let's add a bit of this white here, mix it in. Let's see what it gives us as a result. Put that in here. Just a bit of a lighter color that belongs there. Now the important part here is actually the background, because the background is lighter than the circle that we're drawing here. And we need something that really makes sure that the black sticks out. So let's make something very light. Something like that. And we're going to contrast it with the ball here. And I think we have a pretty good light color there. That's pretty good. So we're going to add a bit more of that context here. Just kind of fill it in. Here it actually gets a little bit lighter, so we're going to add a bit more of this light color there. Grab our soothing blender, add in this lighter color at the bottom. I do believe we are getting a bit of reflected light at this corner right here. So we're gonna take some of this color here, gonna mix it over here, and then add a bit more of the white in order to get a nice light color. Where's our soothing watercolors right here? That's our blender. I don't know why a blender would be called watercolor, but so it is. We're gonna put that right here. Really just contrasting here the light area. And returning to this darker shade. Never mind, I see. We're actually going to return to this darker shade. We're going to go all around. And just sort of scrub it all in. This part is actually not very important. While we're working on that, let's listen to a song by SAYAM, and this song is called Sunset Love, and I hope you guys enjoy.
바라보기만 해도 배불러 You make me love 오늘따라 넌 유난히 더 뜨거워 눈을 뗄 수 없지 한 폭의 그림같이 어떻게 너란 작품의 값을 매길 수 있지 오묘한 기분까지 황홀함은 넘이지 이 지구 이 우주 늘 주목하고 있지 눈부셔 그 빛 속에서 헤매고 있어 넌 모를걸 지금 이 기분 Yeah, it's all you, my baby. 어둠이 내려버리면 점점 멀어져가는 그대여 잘 자 꿈에서 만나자고요 약속해줄래요 내가 따를러 갈 테니 잠깐 기다려줄래요 괜찮아 천천히 넣어도 돼요 언제든지 준비돼 있다고요 그대 닮은 우리 나 보러 가요 눈은 눈부셔 그대 속에서 헤매고 있어 너는 모를걸 지금 이 기분 랄라라랄라 넌 지금 어디쯤 있을까 네. 나처럼 긴 밤 외롭지는 않을까 맘이 어떤 욕심이라도 괜찮아 내 맘은 있지만 언제나 우린 함께이니까 눈부셔 그대 속에서 헤매고 있어 너는 모를걸 지금 이 기분 랄라라랄라 이렇게라도 닿을 수 있다면
That was Sunset Love by SAYAM. And if you like that song, I hope that you'll check her out. I'll leave the link in the description below. We're finally getting more into the circle here, and we're going to try to create a nice gradation from the dark area to the lighter area of the circle. And this is part I have the most difficulty with, because this is not a hard edge. It's not, just a straight line. But it's a rather gradation, and I've been kind of struggling with circles to try to get a nice gradation. I think, though, from the experience of making at least 12 circles so far, this is my 13th one, I've come to a pretty good place, and I do hope that this one will turn out better than the other ones that I've done. And I'm looking quite forward to it. But if there are any other artists out there, and you have any other sort of advice or tips, your own tricks, be sure to let me know, because I'm always up for learning more. I do love going on to I think Twitter or Instagram and learning all these different tips. That's the thing is, you can learn a lot in school. You can learn all the basics, and it's great. But at the same time, you also get a lot of great helpful tips just from the little things sometimes. Things that may be a bit more obscure. School doesn't have everything. Make sure here that I have an actual good balance from this light area to the dark area. It needs to be a proper color that fits in there nicely, just nice and snug. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to grab this color here. I'm going to try to mix it in with this guy here just a bit with a soothing watercolor. It's a bit more darkness to that. What we're going to get is something like this. We're just going to see if that actually does the trick here. And I think it does. I think that is a pretty good. Actually, it needs to be lighter. So let's grab a bit of light color from here. Soothing watercolor. Mix it in. Grab that color and just sort of fill it in here. We're going to check out our circle and we're going to see how that gradation fares. Honestly, it's not so bad, but it could use a bit more light. Now that's, well, it was too light, but that's only because I was mixing with the top color there. I think we found the color that we want. It's here. So I'm going to start to blend this into the dark and the light, but while I'm doing that, let's listen to another song, and this song is called Aspiration by Joseph Colors, another good friend of mine, and I really like this song, and I hope that you do too. So let's take a listen.
Let's do it one more time. All my failures on display like a gallery, and my friends all doing better than me, so it seems. Tell myself one day you'll find that energy. Then I'm back on my addictions, swimming deep in dopamine. What a terrible place to be. And not here, nor there. Find me in the in-between. What a terrible place to be. And not here, nor there. Always stuck in agony. Making up new excuses every day. Going back on all those promises that I made. Paralyzed, paranoid, I'm so afraid. Stay silent while the time goes by and fades away. What a terrible place to be. And not here, no there. Find me in the in-between. What a terrible place to be. And not here, no there. Always stuck in agony. I am watching trains just pass by. I'm standing frozen. I don't know why. I swear I've been here 100 times. I pack my bags and I won't look back. What am I so afraid of anyway?
Alright, that was Aspiration by Joseph Colors. And if you like this song, please check him out on Spotify, and I'll leave the link in the description below. So I'm still looking here for the perfect in-between color. It's been quite tricky here. But we're going to try again. We're going to grab that light color once more. That's actually not it. It's a bit of of a blend between this and this. A blend between that and this here. Maybe just a touch darker, just a touch. I think this is the best that we're going to get for now. So let's work with this. I'm going to fill that in. It's going to come into contact with these two sides like so. What's going to have to happen is these sides are going to have to blend together well, which is a bit of the tricky part. We can see we're getting a bit of that gradation right there. It might have to be a bit lighter. But for now I think this is the best that we're going to have to do, because we're going to have to end the stream here. But I hope that this was a relaxing stream for you guys, and thank you so much for joining me. I hope to see you guys again soon, and until then, I hope you have a great day or a good night, and I'll see you again very, very soon. Bye-bye.